Weddings. We all enjoy weddings. And of course, what better guest to ever have at your wedding than Jesus Christ? And of course, at that time, not everybody knew who he was. This is his first miracle ever that we find in John chapter 2. Weddings at that time lasted for an entire week, but there was a problem. They ran out of wine. And so Jesus said, take the jars that they use for ceremonial cleansing, each jar containing around 30 gallons. There were 6 jars, and so 180 gallons. To put that in perspective, we're talking about 800 of these. And that was the amount of wine that Jesus created. From this water, he said, fill these jars full. Fill this to the brim. No half-hearted, full, and nothing else. And that's what Jesus refers to when he comes to prayer. No half-hearted prayer. No half-hearted worship. No half-hearted service. No half-hearted sacrifice. Fill, full, max out, and give everything you've got. And so we can ask ourselves, are we giving everything we've got to God? In the second part of verse 7 in chapter 2, Jesus said, fill with water. And you can imagine the disciples saying, but Jesus, it's the wine we've run out of. And of course, 6 jars with 30 gallons each, 180 gallons of water can only be found at the bottom of a well. That would have taken well over an hour of work to find that water. Did they question? Did they understand? No. But they followed. They obeyed. Just like Noah didn't understand, didn't question, but he followed and he obeyed to build the ark. Same for Moses, who crossed the Red Sea. Same for David, who defeated Goliath. Same for the people of Israel, who circled the walls and the city fell. And the disciples, when they dropped their nets to follow Jesus, brings us to this wedding where they filled the water. They never understood. Sometimes we don't understand, but we must obey and follow. It may be ridiculous, but that's how Jesus makes it miraculous. And so, just like in the Old Testament, when we see how Aaron struck the rock to turn the water into blood for the first plague of Egypt, that followed through with the water references throughout the Bible, from the flood all the way through down to Jesus, his first miracle, saying that he could turn the water into wine. And so his first miracle to the Last Supper, when Jesus said, may this represent my blood. Of course, Jesus was referring to his sacrifice, and he was referring to the only way to God, to the Father, through him. I wonder today, how is your jar? How is my jar? Is it full? Is it half empty? How can we get that feeling which is celebrated in a wedding, of celebration of love, back? How can we fill our jar, our lives full again? Ask, he says, and we will receive. Ask for help, ask from your friends, ask from the people in church, ask from your pastor, ask God. May I fill our lives full of celebrations, just like that wedding, of his love.